That's
I'm gonna
just short.
show you guys something that's even going to spook you a little bit.
Okay.
Okay? Tell me who hates Trump the most. The last 10 years, since 2016, can you tell me who hates Trump
That's a
the
long
most?
list.
By the way, that's a long list.
No, but I want you to go who was close ally,
Close
who
and
hates
hates
him
him?
the most. Who,
You're going to play Nancy Pelosi.
no, I'm not going to play Nancy
Oh, that's
Pelosi.
a good clip
Keep
on
going.
Pelosi. Well, there-
I'm not going to play Pelosi. You're not going to be able to guess
His
what I'm
old
going to play.
fixer, Michael Cohen.
Okay, Rob, play this clip. Watch this here. Okay?
What can you speak about
is
your
yesterday.
time with Donald Trump as it relates to Jeffrey Epstein, if at all?
So actually, I fell into Trump's orbit around 2005, but I became part of the Trump organization as the executive vice president and special counsel in 2007. From the time that I started to the time that I finished in 2018, I actually never heard him mention Jeffrey Epstein at all. I never saw Jeffrey Epstein in the office when I was one of the
guy hates him.
10,000 hours
keep
in
listening.
Trump's office doing work with him. I never heard Jeffrey Epstein on the phone or even call into the office. There was no relationship from the time that I started at the org to the time that I left.
And so how do you then, when you kind of look at what is transpiring now and the way he's handling it, what do you make of the way he's handling it, the reason why this scandal, if you will, this controversy, this individual has captivated so much attention and raised a lot of serious, legitimate questions?
Sure, because that's what they campaigned on. That's what he sold to his MAGA base.
Yeah, that's that part I don't agree with. But so that guy said that. So that's one person who doesn't like Donald Trump, who says that he's not believing the whole Donald Trump is associated to Epstein in the way that mainstream media is insinuating. Then recently, this video that you sent me, Epstein pleading the fifth, all of a sudden circulates on the internet, which I think is a coincidence. I'm kidding, it's not a coincidence. If you can find that, it's a link for X. See, yeah, there you go. That's it. That's the video that. Can we put it up? Yeah, please.
Have you ever had a personal
2010.
relationship with Donald Trump?
What do you mean by personal relationships?
Have you socialized with him?
Yes, sir.
Yes?
Yes, sir.
Have you ever socialized with Donald Trump in the presence of females under the age of 18?
Though I'd like to answer that question, at least today, I'm going to have to assert my 5th, 6th, and 14th Amendment rights, sir.
Have you ever had a personal relationship with
That's
Donald Trump?
It was just that. Yeah.
He pleaded 3 amendments.
Yeah, the 5th, the 6th, and the 14th Amendment. Okay, so what goes through your mind when you saw that video?
As far as the Michael Cohen thing, we have to understand that at the end of the day, the person that has the power of the information is the DOJ that's right now. It's Donald Trump. Because if they were the ones that said there is no list and he killed himself, they have full control of anything that comes out. Full control.
The DOJ does not have all the information. The DOJ is a prosecution agency.
They're still the ones that have the information in their side.
They only have the information that's given to them. They don't.
So then it comes from the FBI. The point is that it comes from this administration.
The FBI also is not intel.
It still comes from this. It's still under this administration. The point is that it's under this administration. They have the information on their side. If Michael Cohen steps out of line and says something that will actually trigger Donald Trump, who's to say that they can't just say, "Oh yeah, he's in it too."
Okay. So then, what do you think about the Epstein thing?
I mean, there's a lot of, first of all, disinformation. Second of all, a lot of deflections out there. There's no reasons to be talking about all like for example, he's bringing literally today or yesterday he truth posted about Obama. Mark Levine talking about Obama from 2010 or some shit like that. That's a distraction from.
But if you're going to go back and talk about Trump's past, don't you think that opens a window?
Hold everybody accountable, but he's the one in power. He's the one that brought a mob to the Capitol. Obama didn't do that. Okay. Biden didn't do that.
We can get to that.
But that's what I'm saying. He's the reason.
There's too much hypocrisy involved. You can't say that we have to look into this person's past, but then it's wrong to look into this person's past.
Look at everybody's past.
Okay, but then if you find something, then you can't.
That's
deflect.
Fine. That's why I say hold everybody accountable.
So then, when it comes to the Epstein thing, people think that he's pleading the fifth, and at least I believe people think he's pleading the fifth because perhaps Donald Trump is implicated in some type of like child CP stuff. I don't think that. If you are guilty and the person that you are being collected to is not guilty, and you say yes, you are insinuating that person is guilty with you, and that person can go after you in every shape or form.
Donald Trump himself.
So of course you would plead the fifth. I would plead the fifth too.
Donald Trump himself multiple times has bashed the Fifth Amendment. He has said if you plead the fifth, you're automatically guilty.
Yeah.
Those are his
but
words.
It doesn't change the fact that if you're pleading the fifth and they're insinuating that you did something wrong, and maybe you know you did something wrong, but then they're saying, hey, but what about Marianne? And you know I didn't do anything wrong. You're going to say yes when you know I'm not guilty and you are. You can't say yes. You have to plead the fifth because I will sue you to oblivion.